It is warm in here. Can I get a little bit of air? Oh, all right. Am I live? I'm alive. I'm live. Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Kenya, and welcome to 40 Entrepreneur Drive. I'm on here for a very quick. Live stream chat because I had a couple of ideas on my mind. I guess I wanted to just bounce them off you guys and also share them if it's something that you might be interested in. So as you know, this channel is mostly about business and entrepreneurship and how I'm trying so hard to come up with a way that I can successfully and sustainably work from home and work for myself and make an income for myself so that I can leave the job that I'm not too happy with. So anyways, I guess a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, I did shut down my online store, sleepgoodies.com. It's not dead. It's just in hibernation. I still own the domain name. I still own well, I don't have a website, but I still have things that I can use. But I have not given up on business all the way completely. And alongside from YouTube and eBay, I still want to do something home based. And you know what? Sometimes I feel overwhelmed by all the ideas that I have. Like, I'm just doing too much. I'm thinking too much. I need to focus. I need to focus. But the great thing about brainstorming is you can really never have too many ideas, especially when it comes to business and entrepreneurship. You can have too few ideas, and that will hurt you because it's a struggle making a business. And if you don't know where to start, well, anyways. So I always have tons and tons of ideas. My thing is, all the ideas aren't bad ideas. They just might not necessarily work for me, but they might be great ideas for someone else. So I'm coming on here to share a couple of those ideas. I really, really, really want to work from home. I really want to work from home. So I was cruising the web earlier today and I was looking at home-based business ideas. I think I've already got that window closed, so I can't refer to it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And I've looked at tons of sites that talk about working from home. Yeah, it's already gone. Anyways, have you guys ever thought about rent if you own a home, renting out your own actual space? I thought about that before as far as Airbnb. I do own or I'm buying a 4-bedroom home. I got a pretty decent sized backyard. As you can see, I'm in my garage. I have a 2-car garage. There's actually lots of space here. I have 4 bedrooms and I have 2 living spaces, 2 living rooms. And while I was online earlier today, I've only got just a little bit of time to talk to because I'm on my way out the door to work. But I was looking this up and I want to share it with you. So as I'm looking up ideas, like how can I use my home? How can my home make me money? Airbnb. Okay, I've thought about doing that. If I lived by myself and my children were older and out of the house, I would have absolutely no qualms about it. My son is 22, my daughter is 13. I do have to be mindful of having anybody in the house that is no not a family member or not a trusted person in my home as far as any type of business venture like an Airbnb where I'm inviting people into my home to live. Now, it could work because the way my home is laid out, the master bedroom is in the front of the house, everything else is in the back of the house, the kitchen splits it. So with some creativity and some precautionary measures, I could still make it work where I would oust myself from my master bedroom and I would rent out the master bedroom and have the front area as a common area, and then me and my family live in the back. But even if I don't want to do that, I was thinking of other ideas. They say that you can if you have enough space or land, you can put like a master suite, even like a micro house or a tiny home on your property. I actually have enough land in the back. It's like a little bit more than a quarter of an acre, or it might be just about a quarter of an acre. Oh, I got a lot of people in here. Hey, I'm so sorry. I'm just rambling on and not looking at the chat. I'm coming on here quickly with just things on my mind, so I do appreciate you guys stopping in. I wasn't expecting anyone at all. Hello, Blessed and Casey and Nikita. I always struggle how to say your name, but hello. I'm happy to see you here. Thank you so much. The Unspeakable. Hello again. I'm just speaking off the cuff real quick. I actually have my phone alarm that's going to go off in about 10 to 15 minutes to let me know it's time to head out the door. But I just want to run some quick ideas across the board, the platform for you guys to think about maybe your own possible home ideas if you have the space or if you're so inclined to do so. So anyways, I have a 4 bedroom house. I have 2 living spaces. I have a 2 car garage and I have a big backyard. And so I'm brainstorming, looking up ideas online. And then I thought to myself, I don't do anything at all with my backyard. If I had a gardener come in or a landscaper come in, I could make it look beautiful. Not for myself, but for wedding portraits. I don't I don't know how that works, but I do know that when people get married, they pay the photographer, and I think they usually pay for the event or the spot or the space, whether it's a hall or a garden or a banquet hall or something like that. I'm thinking, I have a huge backyard. I don't use it. What if I could make it in a way that it would be so beautiful you would want to take pictures for it and I could charge for it? So anyway, that's one idea. Let me look at my sticky notes I got here on the side. So the Airbnb was my first idea. Again, once both of my children are out of the home, I might seriously consider it. I don't feel bad. I don't feel uncomfortable at all having people come in because I feel like Airbnb is a trusted site. However, with me living in Fort Worth, city ordinance actually frowns upon it. You're really not supposed to have an Airbnb in Fort Worth. People do it all the time. It's so ubiquitous and it's so prevalent everywhere that it's hard for them to track everybody down. So you could probably do it and do it pretty lucratively before you got caught. But I kind of want to go the straight and narrow route. So the Airbnb is one idea to make money from home, literally from your home. The other idea is wedding photo garden. So if you have a huge yard, if you already have a garden, you're halfway there. But if you want to invest, $5 to $10,000 in having it professionally landscaped, and you don't have dogs that will go back there and ruin it or kids that will go back there and ruin it, like I don't have either of those. My kids don't use the backyard. You can actually use your backyard space as a rental space for anything, but specifically for photo gardens, and that can be pretty lucrative. So I was thinking about that. Let me take these notes off to the side so I don't ignore the chat room because I didn't think anybody was going to pop in. And I really do appreciate you guys popping in to see me. You're a hardworking mom. Blessing said, yes, I'm trying to. I'm a hardworking mom that wants to get away from my job. I really do. I try to stay positive with it. Rent out a room to a business traveler who needs a few space for a few nights a week. Yes, that is definitely one way to do it. Alicia, hey, or excuse me, Slasher Chick. Hello, how are you? I'm on here for about 15 to 20 minutes tops because I got to head out at 9 o'clock to go to work. But I have these ideas like brimming over my skull that I want to share it with you. And I'm just talking about ways that I'm really, 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 I'm really, really trying to get away from this toxic environment. And I'm always thinking, how can I make money from home? I'm already doing the eBay thing. I've tried the e-commerce thing. There's other things that I'm always thinking about. So I still have Airbnb on the brain, just at the back of my head. Once my daughter gets older and I don't have to worry about issues with anybody being around my kids. The wedding photo garden. I do have a huge backyard. I'm thinking about that. I'm going to do some more research on it and see how much that actually costs. Is it sustainable? I know some things that you can plant and it's pretty much just very low maintenance, but then things like flowers, things that make it really look beautiful and a magical moment that somebody will want to take a picture with, that will probably be more expensive in upkeep. Also, I just came across this website and I'm thinking about shared spaces. So shared spaces like a garage. Once I sometimes I'm on the fence. I don't know if I'm going to keep up with this eBay or not because this inventory is just not moving. If, just hypothetically, if I was to clear all this out and just have an empty space for my garage, I could actually rent my garage. Rent my garage for people that need studio time, like a band, garage band kind of thing like that. Or actually a photo shoot. If this is an empty garage, all they need is empty space. They have all the equipment that they set up so that they can have their background and things like that. That could be a rented space. What else? An empty bedroom, like the Unspeakable just said. Now, for my master bedroom, if I was to put myself out of my bedroom and put myself into one of my smaller rooms in the back, I could, one, use it as an Airbnb, two, use it as a photo shoot, which I'm going to mention that website right here. There was another website that I came across months ago. I've got it in my bookmarks. If I can remember, I'll put it in the description. This one is called Peerspace. I don't know if you all have heard of it. It's called peerspace.com. And when you go to Peerspace, you can rent out things like, if you have the space in your home, or if you own a building, or if you have access to a building, you can rent out spaces for meeting rooms, photo shoots, conferences, galleries, stage and theater and rehearsals. Let me go back because there was some other stuff on here. It said specifically photo shoots. And most of these photo shoots, here we go. You can use it for photo shoots, workshops, baby showers. Because, like, think about it. If somebody wants to throw a baby shower and maybe they live in an apartment and somebody else lives in an apartment and all the people they know live in an apartment, but they want a big enough space, I've got like this front room here. I've got 2,100 square feet, and me and my family, we really don't use this space. We really don't use this space. My daughter's in my room with me all the time. My son is hardly ever here. He's always working or with his girlfriend. I've got two living rooms. The back living room, my son veges out back there on the video game stuff, and nobody uses the front one. So that would be like a perfect space for a baby shower, right? Dinners, weddings, team offsites. I don't really know what that means. Launch parties, outdoor events, and performances. I came across this just I don't even know how I got off this. I kind of went down a rabbit hole because again, I'm always looking up things like how can I work from home? How can I work from home? I think I typed in how can my home make me money? And I found this, and then that led to this, and that led to this. And I looked at the wedding. I came across some wedding pictures, and I was thinking, I wish I could do that in my backyard. Anyways, I'm getting off subject here, and I'm going away from my notes, which I just got a few notes, sticky notes on here. Oh yeah, in an offsite area. Commercial buildings are not as expensive as I thought. So my home, I don't mind sharing. I overshare a lot, people tell me. I don't mind sharing. My 4-bedroom home here in East Fort Worth is $140,000, and that's on the low end. Actually, I got my house at a steal because of the circumstances, but most of the houses around here are about 160, 175, 200. And when I was looking on my phone on my break at work last night, because I was also thinking about having a cat cafe. That's a whole other video. But I was thinking of a space to have a cat cafe. I have 8 cats. I'm not going to talk about that anymore. And I found some buildings in the immediate area that were like $120,000. One being a donut shop, an older historic type donut shop that I've been there before. The donuts are okay, but the older man that owns the shop, he doesn't get very much business. He's ready to sell it. He's ready to shut it down. And I actually found that business online. I was like, oh my gosh, he really wants to sell it. And it was $120,000 for a commercial building. It was about the size of like an average McDonald's. Had pretty decent parking space around it, and I'm just fantasizing in my mind this would be the perfect spot for my little kitty cafe. But anyways, if you did find a reasonably priced commercial spot and you can get like a second mortgage, you can either get a second mortgage or actually I don't know how the business commercial loan stuff works, but I'm thinking if I can afford a house for $140,000, surely I can buy something for $120 and below because I found another one for $80. But anyways, that was about it. Let me get back to the live stream because I can't see anything over here. Oh, you guys are talking. The screen just went. So I got a hey, I got a hello, a hi. You can use my government name. You know what? Well, I've already actually got a couple of DBAs. So I've got the MLK Goodies, which is my eBay store. I've got Sleek Goodies, which I shut it down, but I still own the domain name. I've got 40 Entrepreneur Drive, which is actually my DBA name for the website, and I got a couple other ones. They're on name.com and GoDaddy. But yeah, I can definitely use them as business ideas. Great ideas. I'll hang out until you head out. Yeah, that's going to be in about like 5 minutes. If it's an empty garage, you could rent it out for band rehearsals. Exactly. I just used Peerspace for an event last week. Hey, oh, see, I didn't know about this. I'll have to look at that other one. I don't remember the name of it, but I came across it. Let me see if I can find it on my phone really quick. Really, because every time I come across a great idea, I will bookmark it. Let me look at my bookmark. Bookmarks. Photo. Thailand, headshot, download, free motivation, makeup artist, photo, amazing river. Okay, let me look it up by rental. Okay, it's called filmlocationswanted.com. I did save it in my bookmarks. Okay, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but I'm going to try to put it up there. It says how to list your property in the location directory. Please read, and that's called filmlocations Wanted.com. And again, I'm always looking up how can I make money from home, even if I have to do several things. I just want to be home. I want to be away from that environment. And I came across this one, and it's basically, from what I remember, it's almost the same setup as this Peerspace, but it's specifically like people looking for either photo shoots, or maybe if they're making an independent film or a movie, they just want spots to film for that part, and they pay you for it. So those are the two that I was looking at. Filmlocationswanted.com and Peerspace.com. So I'm going to definitely do some more research on that. Team offsites are like team meetings or retreats outside of the office. Oh, okay. You use the energetic space. When I had a large place, I had people coming and going, and I got exhausted because personal rest space became business, and I no longer had a sanctuary. That is definitely something to keep in mind, especially with me being an introvert. People don't realize I'm an introvert. I really am. When this little light comes on the camera and the lights are shining in my face, it's different. This is uninhibited Kenya. This is Kenya if Kenya drank. I don't drink, but I'm just saying. This is Kenya if Kenya drank and my inhibitions are down and I feel safe because the screen is protecting me. But in real life, people, people are cool. Some people are cool, but too many people for an extended amount of time, it does wear me out. So I can definitely agree with that idea, being exhausted. But see, the way my house is, I could like split it in half, like literally exist in the back half of my home, from the kitchen on back, and from the dining and living space and garage front. I could do, business, but it's still mixing business with home. I live in a tiny space now. You just have the peace and quiet. I love peace and quiet, and that's one of the main reasons why I want to be at home. Um, I ain't gonna cry, y'all, so don't worry, but I'm gonna just hit the highlights. In the factory warehouse environment that I'm in, there's the toxic people, and then there's also the physical, just being under bright lights all the time. And because it's forklifts and high lows and things like that, there's a lot of beeping and buzzers and da 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 for safety reasons, to let you know, hey, something's going on. I wear earplugs in there all the time. I cannot go through an entire 8-hour shift without my earplugs because it's just a barrage of stimulus. Just too much input, too much input. And then, if I ever have a migraine, which I do get migraines, I just can't go in because it's too much. So I definitely love my peace and quiet. I just like peace and quiet. Okay, that's cool. All right, that was pretty much it. I know this is probably the shortest live stream ever. I probably didn't really educate anybody or bring any too much to anyone's attention, but this is new to me. So if it's new to me, I just wanted to put it out there for anybody else that might be interested. I've talked to a few of my coworkers and family members about the idea of Airbnb, and I know that just does not jive with some people. Having people in your home, it just doesn't jive with some people. Me, I'm okay with it. I've had people on YouTube watch me sleep. I've opened my doors to the world to have people watch me sleep. I took those offline. It's okay, but it was an experience. It was an experience. I just wanted to see what it was about, and that didn't bother me. It didn't freak me out. It didn't make me feel uncomfortable. It wasn't creepy, and so the idea of actually having people rent my home through Airbnb, and actually, I don't know if you can filter it to have specifically foreign people, but I am more interested in having international visitors. I like Japan. I'm studying Japanese. I want to go to Japan. That's on my not it's not only on my bucket list, but it's on my final destination list. I'm really, really interested in having international people come and either do the Airbnb, whether I choose to do it legally or otherwise, or even like an exchange program. I've thought about that. My daughter, after watching me studying Japanese, she's interested in going to Japan. I told her, I said, "Hey, baby, when I'm ready to retire, or hopefully before then, I'm out of here. I'm out of the United States. I'm either going to Japan, which is my number one choice, or I'm going to Korea or Singapore." And I thought my son was like, okay, whatever. But my daughter was like, take me with you. I'm like, really? You're supposed to be convincing me to stay here, but she wants to go with me, so that's cool. And She likes studying languages too. I was thinking that'd be awesome again with this master bedroom if I could convert it into a place where an exchange student can come. I do know you get compensated for that. You can't get rich off of it, but they do compensate you for taking care of the student while they're here. And then maybe my daughter could be part of the same type of or similar program where she can go somewhere else. And then I'm just thinking like long term, how can I do that? Where am I going to do it with students only? That's it. Am I going to do it with students? Am I going to do it with students only? Or am I going to do it Airbnb style? Is there another way I can do it? Like I was thinking bed and breakfast. You cannot have an Airbnb in the city of Fort Worth per ordinance, but you can run a registered bed and breakfast, which is a whole other thing that I was researching, and it kind of seems too much for me, but I don't know. Anyways, that's the time, ladies and gentlemen. I already took my shower and put on my work clothes. I'm already in my garage, so I'm halfway to my car. But I just want to run that across you guys. Is the Caravan of Dreams still in Fort Worth? I don't know what the Caravan of Dreams is. What is the Caravan of Dreams? Ooh, being out in this chilly garage after the shower. I hope I don't give myself a head cold. Caravan of Dreams, Fort Worth. I never heard of that. I don't get out much. I do know I'm not too far from the stockyards, and I know there's something going around there year round. Oh, it's still picking up my voice. Caravan of Dreams, Fort Worth. It is a jazz place. I was there in '89 to see Ornette Coleman. I don't know who that is. I don't. Back in '89, I was in Michigan. I was in Detroit, Michigan, where I was born and raised. Caravan of Dreams. It's a vegan restaurant. I would check that out. I know about Sprouts. Not Sprouts. Sprouts is the grocery store. I know about the Spiral Cafe. There's a Spiral Cafe in downtown Dallas and downtown Fort Worth that is a vegan friendly or a vegan vegetarian restaurant. I'm going to save that on my places that I want to go because I do like vegetarian food. I'm not a vegetarian, but I like eating vegetarian food. Bohemian Outfit offering inventive vegan dishes that are kosher, organic, plus live music. See, you taught me something. You showed me something new. Let me see. How far is that? It looks like it will be. I'm very interested in that. I was a vegetarian for 2 years in high school, after high school, like in college. Um, and I enjoyed it. I don't know why I got off of it, but wait, huh? Caravan of Dreams. This is in Philadelphia. Something went wrong. Something went awry. It's having me walk 22 days for a mile, 1,600 miles. That's the wrong one. I have to look it up. I thought I looked it up right on here. I said Fort Worth. Yeah, this popped up as New York. I just assumed it was Fort Worth. I'll look it up and I'll get back with you and let you know. But in either case, that was my time. It is now 9:08. I gotta be on the shop floor at 10. Actually, way before 10 because I gotta clock in and get to where I'm supposed to be. And once that line is moving, you better be moving with it or else. Jetson! Anyways, let me stop. I was there in '89 to see him. I also saw Sun Ra. It was an avant-garde jazz room. Some to the best live jazz that I ever saw in my life. Have you? Okay. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Lord willing, that I'm in a spot where I can be around Wi-Fi because that's the only time I can play on my phone is when I pick up Wi-Fi. I'm gonna look that up, and if I find anything else out about working from home, like real working from home stuff, because the stuff that I find online, all that surveys and reading stuff, some of that stuff is just is hooey. It's hooey, or it doesn't work for me. So I'm looking for actual real stuff that I can do with my house to make money. I will see you guys in the next either live stream or video. I actually was supposed to have a video that was supposed to drop November 1st. It was a premiere. If you guys were looking for it, I apologize. There's a story behind that, and I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you about it because it was disappointing. But I'll either see you in the next live stream or the next video upload. Have a quick shift and restful sleep when you get home. Thank you. I hope that shift goes like shoo, because I can't stand being there. But positive thinking It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great night. It's going to be a great night. See? You guys have a great night too. See you.